So this is just going to be a short video of a concern I've got about Sadio Mané. Sadio Mané, not as the player for Liverpool, fantastic, been brilliant, on form. He's been he's been the shining star of our attacking front three this season so far. 4 games in, I think he's smashing it. 4 goals in 4 games. He's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. He started off the season exactly how I would love him to have started the season. He's been brilliant, prolific, and he's been very, very clinical. The one thing that concerns me is we've seen players. Now, I think Firmino, is Salah committed to a new deal? I can't remember. Jordan Henderson is committed to a new deal. Sadio Mané, not committed yet to a new deal. That does concern me. I don't know if it concerns anybody else. It only concerns me. I don't know. I think it's the past that it is why it concerns me, and I could be totally wrong. Really, could be totally wrong. You know, you're just expecting it. You're seeing people signing 5-year deal, 5-year deal, 5-year deal. It's like Mane, 5-year deal, 5-year deal, 5-year deal, 5-year deal. No, not yet. Maybe we don't even know what's going on. Well, I don't think we do anyway. I've not heard anything, not read anything about it. And the reason it concerns me is, you know, if someone decides to throw in a bid or something like that, someone wants to turn his head, like, you know, obviously transfer windows right now are closed, but when it, you know, we've still got January to contend with as well. A January transfer window opens it up. Not many people do big buys, but if anyone sells in January, Torres, Coutinho, you know, I mean, we will sell big players, you know. He would be I would hate for that to happen. I really would. And there's no rumour saying that, you know, obviously the ones that were in summer that were linking Mane to Real Madrid and stuff like that, and obviously that didn't happen, didn't pan out, and, you know, he's come into this season, he's playing very, very well. And maybe negotiations are taking place, things are happening behind the scenes, and either I haven't read about them, I might be misinformed on this one, but I'd be totally. And I think a lot. Before I finish that sentence, I think a lot of people have been so focused on the blistering form and the blistering way that Salah lit up the Premier League last season. I think a few people maybe took their eye off the ball with Mane. You know, I certainly did to a certain extent. I definitely did, because Salah just catches your eye straight away. It's like, man, he's freaking scoring goal after goal after goal, and just in every competition we were in, he was just scoring. And Mane was just working away. He'd had some troubled times earlier on that season. Started the season well again last season. Started the season well. Got sent off against Man City. Got injured for 6 weeks after he during or after his. I think it was actually the international break. Might have been the international break when he got injured. Something like that. It rings a bell. And he really struggled to find form again. He really struggled to find form once he got over that injury. And when it came to, you know, like February, March, you know, those months coming to the end of the season, you started to see him play again really, really well. Maybe not as good as he was earlier on that season, but he was playing well, and he played a pivotal part in, you know, us in the Champions League. Scored the only goal for us in the Champions League final. Mane is a fantastic player, a brilliant player, and maybe because of the arrival of Salah and the impact that he had in the league, you know, maybe he got a little bit underrated and maybe a little bit undervalued and underappreciated by, you know, I'm not saying all Liverpool fans, but maybe the vast majority of us. We took the eye off the ball here. And so all it does in my mind is thinking, right, he's not signing a new deal. Is he waiting for something? Is he waiting for something to happen? Or is it just negotiations are happening, they're taking their time? I don't know. Anything could happen here. I just wanted to, you know, again, make this video, get some thoughts out of my head about it. Kind of makes me feel better doing that as well, and it doesn't just sit stewing on my mind and stuff like that. But also give you guys, if you watch this, give an opportunity to get your comments down below, and you could be like, dude, you are absolutely so wrong, or you could be like, man, I agree. I actually agree with you. I've been thinking about it, and it does worry me as well. Totally get a conversation in there. And if you think that, like, I am so wrong with this one, absolutely feel free to tell me. You can say, dude, are you high Right now, he's a Liverpool player. We've got nothing to worry about. But again, you always know when, it's always the old saying of like, oh, when a Real Madrid or a Barcelona come calling, the player normally goes. And, we've seen it with Suarez, we've seen it with Coutinho. Obviously, right now, we're in a bit of a different situation. We've got a better squad, which should entice Mane to be able to be like, right, look, clearly we're building. There's quality all around this team. It's not like he's the star player, like when Suarez was the star player, the absolute star of our Christmas tree in the 13-14 season. Get us back in the Champions League. We almost win the league with an absolutely abysmal defence. Like, I think we shipped something like over 48 or 50 goals or something that season. He was quite clearly the star player. You had like Raheem Sterling, that was the up and coming player. Coutinho, again, up and coming player. Henderson was doing well next to Gerrard. Gerrard had one of the seasons of his life, but quite clearly Suarez was the star player. In this team right now, you've got your Salah, you've got Mane, Firmino is magic when he's on form, and you've got loads of other people in the midfield. We've now got like Naby Keita, we've got Fabinho in here, we've got we've got the people like Milner, the Hendersons and stuff like that. Like, you might not think that they're absolutely superstar world class or anything like that, but they offer quality to the Liverpool and the Liverpool system, and that's how it works. The defence, it looks absolutely class. We've got a world class goalkeeper now. We look like a different proposition now, where maybe Mane and other people in the team as well should be looking at this thinking, yeah, this is something I want to stick around and I want to see what happens, what we can do with this. Not like maybe when Suarez looked around and, we came second in the league, it gets us back in the Champions League, and he's maybe looked around and thought, Brendan's not going to, reinforce this team as he did. And he didn't. He didn't reinforce the team very well whatsoever, and maybe Suarez looked at that while it was a World Cup year as well and just thought, I'm out. And he did. He did. So he got his transfer. I'm just hoping that my worries, I'm hoping that one day, whatever it is, whether it's a 1-year contract or maybe a 5-year contract as they're handing out right now, I'm hoping that Mane does want to stick around after this. It's so early on in this season as well. We're only just getting into the nitty gritty part of September, October before Christmas and that. It's so early on in the season, but it's just something that's sat there in the back of my head, just like, why isn't Mane wanting to like sign a new contract? I don't know. Is signing a new contract such a big deal anyway? Is it? Let me know in the comments below. Just some thoughts I wanted to get out to you about Sadio Mané. I love the guy. I think he's a fantastic player. He's brilliant. He's been awesome for us since he came in, and I just want to see that continue. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, and I will catch you later.